All right, Tennessee Promise students, my name is Dr. Donadio. I'm going to go over with you a couple of things that you need to know if you're going to be using the Tennessee Promise to go for an Associate of Arts or Associate of Science degree looking towards a baccalaureate track in nursing. Now, let me start by saying right off the bat, whether you get an Associate of Arts or Associate of Science, the School of Nursing really doesn't care. It has no bearing on whether or not you're going to get into the program. It's just for the initial part of Tennessee Promise. So that's one of the big things is people don't realize that it really doesn't matter to us whether you get an Associate of Arts or Associate of Science. So just rest assured either one of them will work. Now, some ground rules about Tennessee Promise. First of all, the Tennessee Promise is going to pay for 5 semesters or 60 credits, whichever comes first. At the end of that 5 semesters or 60 credits, by the way, that 60 credits, those include any high school, any classes you might have done in high school that are college credit. So let's say you took English 101 while you were in high school. That's going to count for 3 credits. But if you notice, it's also on the degree plan. So those 3 credits are gone. You have 57 left for the Tennessee Promise. But that's okay because you already have 3 credits that you need. That comes into play later on. We'll talk about that in a minute. So just remember, Tennessee Promise is 5 semesters or 60 credits. Another rule that goes with that, your last semester in Tennessee Promise does not have to be full-time, but only your last semester. So if you start in Tennessee Promise in the fall, you would go fall, spring, and let's say you take summer classes, and then that last fall you're finishing up Tennessee Promise, you don't have to be full-time. You just have to finish up. But in all the other semesters you do. So it's just that last semester before you're getting ready to graduate with your Associate of Arts or Associate of Science that you do not have to be full-time, and you'll be mopping up the rest of the credits you need to get that Associate of Arts or Associate of Science. Now, I realize this says 2017-18. This hasn't changed for the particular year you're looking at this. So I might be doing this for the 18-19 school year, and that's fine because nothing's changed up to now. If it had, I would change my video. So let's just go with this. This course setup assumes that you're walking into Cumberland University and you don't have any college credit and you don't have to take any remedial classes. We'll talk about that in a minute. So keeping in mind, 5 semesters or 60 credits, whichever comes first. So in your first semester, you're going to take FSL, that's Foundations of Scholarship and Learning. It's like College 101. You're also going to take English Comp 1. And then your next semester, you're going to take Comp 2 as long as you pass Comp 1. You will take Comp 1 and Comp 2 until you pass them, okay? But you have to take 1 before you take 2, so it says that right there. You're going to take all of these, so right there is 9 credits that you're going to take, not in the same semester. Communications, you get to choose one, either Fundamentals of Speech, which is 3 credits, or Business Communications. Note, for Business Communications, you have to take English 102, and to take English 102, you have to have taken English 101. So, depending where it falls in your schedule, you might want to take either Business Communications or Speech, but you just have to do one of the 2. Computer use, you're going to take Intro to Microcomputer Applications sometime in your associate's degree. You're just going to take it, that's 3 credits. Math, you have to choose one of these 3 classes. You can take Math for Liberal Arts, College Algebra, or Calculus. You don't have to take College Algebra, and you don't have to take Calculus. You've got to take one of the 3. Now, if you take Math for the Liberal Arts, you're going to, when you finish, you're going to have an AA, Associate of Arts, not an Associate of Science, and that's okay. The School of Nursing doesn't care. If you take College Algebra, you could end up with an AS degree or an AA, depending which chemistry you take. And the same rule applies to calculus if you decide to take calculus. Go figure. All right, but you do have to take just one of these 3 math classes. Arts and humanities. Now, there may be some others out there that are not on this list. This list is not exhaustive. But this is an example, and you have to take 1 arts and humanities class. In other words, 3 credits from any of these, and there may be some others. So just keep that in mind, 1 arts and humanities class. Literature and English, choose 1. You can either take English 215 or English 216, but before you can take literature, you have to take English 101, then 102, then lit. Now, English 215 is just introduction to literature. English 216 is topics. You can do any one of those that you want. Traditionally, they'll offer African American literature, the Bible and literature. I think they're offering superheroes in literature and film during the summer sometimes. Whichever one you want to take, but you need to take one of the two classes, but not both. So there's 3 more credits. Going to the next page. Social sciences. Now, on your Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, there's a whole list of social sciences that you may take. And yes, that will work for Tennessee Promise. But if you want to finish Tennessee Promise and be ready to go for nursing school, you're going to take Human Growth and Development and Sociology. Don't take Anthropology. Don't take any of the economic classes. I want you to take Human Growth and Development and Sociology. Otherwise, you're going to be using credits that you need later on. History. There's 2 series here, either History of the United States or World Civilization. These are not necessarily taken in order, but whatever series you start with, you have to finish with. So if you take World Civ 2, you got to take World Civ 1. If you take History 2, you have to take History 1. Or you can take them both in the same semester. They don't build on each other. They're just different time periods. This is one of the only situations where you don't have to take them in a specific order. But you do have to take either the 19 series or the 20 series. Now, here's where we get back to the Associate of Arts, Associate of Science. Chemistry. You need to take a chemistry class with a lab. If you are a Tennessee Promise student, you have to take the lab. Now, your non-Tennessee Promise students don't necessarily do that. So when somebody says, if you're in chemistry and you're a nursing student, you don't have to have the lab, that is correct for nursing school, but not for Tennessee Promise. You have to have the lab for Tennessee Promise. So you can either take Fundamentals of Chemistry or General Chemistry. If you want the Associate of Science degree, you have to take General Chemistry and you have to take Math 111, which is college algebra or higher. If you're getting the Associate of Arts degree, you may take Fundamentals of Chemistry. Again, the College of Nursing does not care. Also, you have to take the lab no matter which one you take. That's a Tennessee Promise requirement. All right. General Biology. Do not take Fundamentals of Biology. You need to take General Biology, Bio 111. But before you can take Bio 111, you need to have Math 110, which is Math for the Liberal Arts, or higher as a co-requisite or prerequisite, which means you can take it at the same time. So you have to have General Biology. And then you're going to take Anatomy and Physiology. You're going to end up taking all of these, by the way, but not all at the same time. You're also going to take Anatomy and Physiology 1, and you have to take Biology before you take A&P 1. Then you're going to take A&P 2. You have to have A&P 1 before you take A&P 2. You're also going to take Microbiology, but before you can take Microbiology, you have to have Bio 111, which means you have to have Math 110 or higher and Chemistry. So you're more than likely not going to be taking microbiology in your very first semester. Probably not your second semester either. You're also going to take statistics, but prerequisites, you have to have Math 110 or Math 111. Now, if you came into Cumberland University and let's say your ACT score wasn't awesome in math and English, and let's say you had to take English 100 and Math 100, that's 2 credits that count against you, you will not take nutrition in Tennessee Promise. But if you did not take English 100 or Math 100, and you are 230, which is nutrition, is another class you're going to take. Now, if you add all of these up, you're going to take all 3 of these classes, that's 9. You're going to take one of these 2, that's 3 more, that's 12. You're going to take the computer class, that's 3, that's 15. You're going to take 1 math class, that's 3 more, that's 18. You're going to take an arts and humanities class, that's 3 more, that's 21. You're going to take a literature class, that's 3 more, that's 24. You're going to take both of these social sciences, that's 30. You're going to take one of these 2 history series, that's 36 because there's 3 and 3. Then you're going to take one of your chemistry series, that's 40. 30, that's going to be 40 because it's 3 for the class and 1 for the lab, that's 40. Then you're going to take general biology, that's 43. Then you're going to take A&P 1 with the lab, A&P 2 with the lab, and microbiology, that's 12 more. When you add in your 3 for statistics and your 2 for nutrition, that is 60 credits. That gets your Associate of Arts or your Associate of Science degree, and you're done. Then you've knocked out all the classes you need so that when you start at the School of Nursing, you're ready to go. So I hope it was informative, and you can go ahead and get your stuff ready. That way, when you meet with your academic advisor, you know what classes that you want to take. Now, keep in mind, your very first semester, if you're taking regular math, and that's not Math 098. If you have to take Math 098, you may not take biology. But if you're taking the regular college level math class, which is 110 or 111, I want you to start with biology, your math class, your biology, and probably even your chemistry. It's going to be a rough first semester, but it's going to get you started on the right foot to get this thing finished up. So if you have any questions, your advisor will be able to help you out. Have a great day.